102. Avatari Prabhu Pracharila Sankirtana Eho Bhaya Hetu Purve Kariyachi Suchana. Synonyms translation: Avatar reincarnating, Prabhu the Lord, Pracharila propagated, Sankirtanam the congregational chanting of the holy name, Eho this, Bhaya external, Hetu reason, Purve previously, Kariyachi I have given, Suchana indication. Translation: The Lord came to propagate Sankirtanam. That is an external purpose, as I have already indicated. Text 103. Would someone like to read the...
Sure, Prabhuji. I would be happy to read.
Please.
What you want me to read in the next slok or?
Yeah, just 103. Avatarera.
Okay. Avtarer ar ek ache mukhya bija रसिक शेखरे कृष्णेर sei karya nija.
Thank you, Mataji.
Translation by Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. There is a principal cause of Lord Krishna appearance. It grows from his own engagement as the foremost enjoyer of loving exchanges.
Very good. Thank you. 104. Can someone volunteer for 104, please?
I can go, Prabhuji.
I can, okay.
Okay, go ahead. I already did.
No problem, Mataji.
Your turn, your turn.
Atikudha hetu se trividhana prakara damodara swaruphaite yahara prachara. That most confidential cause is threefold. Swarup Damodar has revealed it. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Sachirani. 105. Please don't feel shy. Don't worry if you cannot do the pronunciation properly. Krishna looks at our intent, not at our results. So please try it.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Go ahead.
Swarupa Gosai Prabhura Ati Antaranga Taheta Janena Prabhura Esabha Prasanga.
Very good. Please read translation and purport.
Translation by Bhaktivedanta Prabhupada Ji Ki Jai. Swarupa Goswami is the most intimate associate of the Lord. He therefore knows all these topics well. Purport by Bhaktivedanta Prabhupada Ji Ki Jai. Prior to the Lord's acceptance of the renounced order, Purushottama Bhattacharya, a resident of Navadvipa, desired to enter the renounced order of life. Therefore, he left home and went to Banaras, where he accepted the position of brahmacharya from a Mayavadi sannyasi. When he became a brahmachari, he was given the name Sri Damodara Swarupa. He left Banaras shortly thereafter without taking sannyasa, and he came to Nilachala, Jagannath Puri, where Lord Chaitanya, I'm reading from my phone, sorry Prabhuji, so it takes time. Lord Chaitanya was staying. He met Chaitanya Mahaprabhu there and dedicated his life for the service of the Lord. He became Lord Chaitanya's secretary and constant companion. He used to enhance the pleasure potency of the Lord by singing appropriate songs, which were very much appreciated. So Rupa Damodara could understand the secret mission of Lord Chaitanya, and it was by his grace and only that all the devotees of Lord Chaitanya could know the real purpose of the Lord. Swarupa Damodar The Sarupa Damodara has been identified as Lalita Devi, the second expansion of Radharani. However, text 160 of Kavi Karanapura's authoritative Gora um, Ganodesha Deepika describe Swarupa Damodara as the can you Prabhuji as
Same,
the
Same Visakha
same
Devi.
Vishakha Devi.
Vishakha as the same Vishakha Devi who serves the Lord in Goloka Vrindavana. Therefore, it is to be understood that Sri Swarupa Damodara is a direct expansion of Radharani, who helps the Lord experience the attitude of Radharani. Hare Krishna, Danda Pranam. Hare
Great.
Krishna.
Thank you very much, Mataji. I'll read 106. Radhikara bhava murti prabhura antara sei bhave sukha dukha ute nirantara. Translation. The heart of Lord Chaitanya is the image of Sri Radhika's emotions. Thus, feelings of pleasure and pain arise constantly therein. Purport. Lord Chaitanya's heart was full of feelings of Srimati Radharani, and his appearance resembled hers. Swarup Damodar has explained his attitude as Radha Bhava Murti, the attitude of Radharani. One who engages in sense gratification on the material platform can hardly understand Radha Bhava, but one who is freed from the demands of sense gratification can understand it. Radha Bhav must be understood from the Goswamis, those who are actually controllers of the senses. From such authorized sources, it is to be known that the attitude of Srimati Radharani is the highest perfection of conjugal love, which is the highest of the five transcendental mellows, and it is complete perfection of love of Krishna. These transcendental affairs can be understood on two platforms. One is called elevated, and the other is called super elevated. The loving affairs exhibited in Dwarka are the elevated form. The super elevated position is reached in the manifestations of the pastimes of Vrindavan. The attitude of Lord Chaitanya is certainly super elevated. From the life of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, an intelligent person engaged in pure devotional service can understand that he always felt separation from Krishna within himself. In that separation, he sometimes felt that he had found Krishna and was enjoying the meeting. The significance of this separation and meeting is very specific. If someone tries to understand the exalted position of Lord Chaitanya without knowing this, he is sure to misunderstand it. One must first become fully self realized. Otherwise, one may misunderstand. One must first become fully self realized. Otherwise, one may misunderstand the Lord as Nagara or the enjoyer of the damsels of Raja, thus committing the mistake of Rasabhas or overlapping understanding. Hare Krishna. We will chant the Mangala Charan prayer and then get into the discussion. Dear devotees, if you know the Mangala Charan prayer, you could please unmute and chant alongside with me. Hare Krishna. Om Ajnantimirandasya Jnananjana Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Utapadakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavanscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Saharana Lalita Shri Vishakhanvitam Sha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishnavanu Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vanchakalpatarubhyascha कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। नमः ॐ विष्णुपदाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिनिति नामिने। नमस्ते सारस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासदि गौर भक्त वृंद। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्णा हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। Hare Krishna, dear devotees.
Hare Krishna.
Very much for joining today evening's Katha program. We are currently on the scripture Chaitanya Charitamrita. Chaitanya Charitamrita by Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami is in autobiography of the Supreme Personality of Godhead himself, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, whose advent is very recent, about a little over 500 years. Mahaprabhu is also known as Mahaprabhu, who appeared in the sacred land of Mayapur, Navadvip, the nine islands. 5,000 before that, he came as Krishna. And of course, through the ages, he's been coming as different expansions, avatars. But here, Swayam, he came as his original self, Shri Krishna, 5,000 years back. And a little over 500 years ago, again, he came as himself, not as his avatar, the avatari, the source of all avatars, Shri Krishna himself, as Shri Krishna Chaitanya. So that's Shri Krishna Chaitanya's whole life story whilst he was pastimes on earth is recorded in Chaitanya Charitamrita. There are three sections: the Adi Lila, the initial stage. Then after that, there is the Madhya Lila. And then after that, there is the Antya Lila. The three pastimes are in these three, the pastimes of the Lord are in these three sections. Hare Krishna. So we are currently on Adi Lila. That is the fourth chapter, the inner reasons of Mahaprabhu's appearance. So that's what we'll discuss in some detail. We'll keep this interactive, dear devotees, because when everyone participates, the learning, the width and depth of the learning gets to be better. Hare Krishna. So today, many of us have had a holiday from the work day. It is known as Labor Day, in commemorating the laborer, the worker. So it is given as a holiday. And I was thinking about today, Labor Day, and a instruction from the scriptures called the Pavarga came into, I was thinking about the Pavarga paradigm. What is Pavarga? So, those of you who are from the Indian continent, you must have learned, we used to call it Barakhadi, the basic, um, uh, like how we have vowels and consonants in English. These are the basic sounds which make up the language. So there it says pa, fa, ba, bha, ma. Pa, fa, ba, bha, ma. And here it is explained that the pa stands for parishram, work, hard work, correct? Parishram, hard work. And then fur. Fur is known called for fanila. Fanila is, if you see a beast of burden when they're working really hard, they start foaming at the mouth, fur. Then there is burr. there is bondage. Just for a little bit of a gift or whatever else it is, the reward for that work. There's so much hard work put in. There's so much of effort, foaming at the mouth. All is for that little bit of gift, and that is binding. Per for burr. Okay, burr is the binding, the bondage. Then after per for burr is bhar. There is bhaya. Bhaya is fear, fear of losing whatever we have. And then finally, there is ma for mrityu. So pa for bha bha ma. Now we may think that this is for beasts of burdens like asses and bulls and horses and donkeys or whatever else it is that is used to do hard work. But actually, that is no different than our condition. We are just little sophisticated animals. Prabhupada says, dog runs on four legs, humans run on four wheels. Mentality is same. Dogs, they don't allow any other dog to come in their locality. They start barking, snarling, fighting. Similarly, driving on the road, somebody cuts somebody else off, and my God, there's so much of road rage. So it's just sophisticated animals. And on this Labor Day, it's kind of ironic that a holiday is given, but in end of the day, it is Purfa Burb. So we also working so hard, come home in the evening, you have the commute and the stress and tension of work, your deliverables, this, that, the quarterly things have to be met, whatever be the case, come home and it's just as though you're deflated and air is taken out of that balloon, completely deflated. For what? Working so hard, so much of mental, so much of physical um, effects are taking ill effects are taking place for what? Just for a few dollars to be comfortable. And that's where then that bondage comes with those, whatever is the earnings that we get, that bondage arises. Oh, I'll get a better house, a better car, a better bank balance. I'll be able to do better for my family. We get caught up in this. And then there is the bhaya, always that, oh, will I lose my job? What's going to happen? The economy, this, that, wars. And then finally, end of the day, death. That's what is going to happen, death. So this purpa bhaba ma is the condition. It's not just the beast of burdens, but also humans. Is there a way out? Because a human is not meant to work like an ass. A human is a rational being. He has the intelligence, and there is something called aparvarga. Apavarga. The apavarga is not bhavana, but it's different, to take a different path. And that different path, rather than getting stuck in this, what they call the rat race, getting stuck in that, there is a different path, and that path is bhakti. That path is Krishna consciousness. So the activities that we engage in, like, this particular sangha, it's there in the morning, whatever sadhana that we do, uh, Vaishnava association, any act of devotional service, that is what is the apavarga. It's taking us away from the pa, fa, bha, bha, ma. So, this was just a little background I thought I'll share with you all, dear devotees. So, looking at this is text 102. So, if we think of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, the image which typically comes to mind, at least to my mind, is someone who's ecstatically dancing with his arms raised. He's ecstatic. He's just dancing and singing Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. That's what he's totally absorbed in this ecstasy of chanting, um, singing, doing the Sankirtana, getting a whole bunch of followers. Why? Because that was his mission. There was the external reason and the internal reason. So his external reason, as what was foretold in the Bhagavatam, the external reason was to spread the yuga dharma. Like each yuga has a particular process by which one can establish, or rather re-establish, the relationship one has with Krishna, with God. So according to the time, place, circumstance, the capabilities of the human, the consciousness, there were different processes which were prescribed. And in the Kali Yuga, when it is the most degraded, the condition is the most degraded, something most simple and sublime called the Yuga Dharma, which is chanting of the holy name. So if we look at the Mahabharata, Srimad Bhagavatam, here's what his Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's advent has been foretold in the Bhagavatam. Krishna Varnam Tvisha Krishnam Sangopangastra Parshadam Yagnai Sankirta Prayer Yagnyanti Hi Sumedhasaha Krishnavarnam Tisha Krishnam Sangopangastaram Parashadam. This is where it is. In this age of Kali, intelligent persons perform congregational chanting to worship the incarnation of Godhead who constantly sings the names of Krishna. Although his complexion is not blackish, he is Krishna himself. He is accompanied by his associates, servants, weapons, and confidential companions. What is the weapon here that they're talking about? All the avatars had some sort of a weapon, a mace, a sword. Krishna has the Sudarshan Chakra, so many, I mean, whatever be that case. But do you see any weapon on Chaitanya Mahaprabhu? No, he didn't have weapon. He had his associates. What was his weapon? His weapon was simply distributing love of God. So love of God was the weapon which disarmed the Kalyug condition. So that is who Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is. So the external reason why he came here is to establish the Kalyug, the Yuga Dharma in Kalyug, which is the Harinama Sankirtana. That is the established process, and that's why he came. Also in Bhagavad Gita, there is a reference. Krishna tells Arjun, why does he come on Bhumi? He's there happy in Golok Vrindavan in the spiritual skies. Why does he have to come down here? And he says, Paritranaya sadhunam, vinashaya cha dushkritam, dharma samstha pranarthaya, sambhavami yuge.
Okay.
So what he does is, he comes here, namely, first primary reason is to give association to his devotees. Second one is he annihilates the miscreants, those who are against dharma, and he reestablishes the religious principles. And over periods and periods of time, he keeps adventing like this. So Mahaprabhu came in Kali Yuga. How did he annihilate the miscreants? Through distributing love of God. So that was the external reason. Hare Krishna. Now, there are the internal reasons, which is very, very confidential. Now, to understand this, it requires a certain level of consciousness, dear devotees. It is not something that we'll be able to even grasp, even get, to have even a iota of understanding without having some, uh, without elevating the consciousness. Because today, all of us, dear devotees, are in a mixed state of consciousness. There's a mixed state of consciousness. There is what we call the desires separate from Krishna. That is what is there. And also, there is ignited the interest in Krishna and all activities related to Krishna consciousness. So we are kind of uh, doing both, so to say. There is both. There is the self, sense gratification, and there is also, yes, I would also like to be doing this. So one needs to be uh, completely purified to understand this topic. It's very, very advanced, the internal reasons. We can understand it at a superficial level, the internal reasons of Mahaprabhu's uh, reasons. So, what are the reasons? There are three. One is Krishna feels that what is it, in Radharani, that what does Radharani feel when she loves me? She has so much love for me. So, what is it she's feeling? Correct. The other is What is it in me that makes her feel this way? Krishna wants to understand that. And then he wants to understand that, he wants to experience what is that taste, that nectar, that bliss Radharani feels when she's serving me, when she's loving me. This is what Krishna wants to know. Now, these three questions becomes his reason for his internal descent. So Krishna, in the mood of Radharani, appears as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Now, what I have just discussed with you, dear devotees, is perhaps there may be some level of a intellectual understanding, but we are still very, very far away from it. Now, to really know this, it will require a elevation of the consciousness, and also very importantly, from whom we hear this. From whom we hear this. So here in the purports, what we read is Swarup Damodar Goswami. He understood the mood of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, a very, very close associate. He understood the mood. And in that same disciplic succession, the Goswamis of Vrindavan, the Guru Parampara, so what they have shared with us, that is the source that we have to depend on. But just by listening to that, by reading that, is not enough. It requires a sincere attempt. It requires a consistent attempt. Never mind, we are at this stage still in what you call the purificatory process. What are we purifying ourselves with? We're purifying ourselves with all the anarthas. Anartha is nothing but a desire separate from that of Krishna. That is an anartha, whatever it be. That is an anartha. So trying to purify those unwanted desires. Why is it unwanted? Because that's not who we really are. We are part and parcel of Krishna, and the part is meant to serve Krishna. The part is not meant to serve itself. A desire separate from Krishna is the part trying to serve itself. So it's not a natural state. So to get to that natural state is what all these practices and what all these disciplines, the do's and don'ts, the rules and regulations, is what a sadhaka undertakes. That is what is we're trying to do. So along with reading, along with listening, along with having questions, doubts, getting it clarified, it is very, very important, hand in hand, to be putting all that we hear in practice. So whatever we are hearing now, what does it mean to a sadhaka? What does it mean? What does Radharani feel when she loves me? How can we understand this? What lessons can we get into this? You know, when Krishna says, I want to taste that nectar, Radharani tastes when she's serving me. What does it mean? Does it mean that we cheapen it and then we also try to become like Radharani? No. This is where the guidance comes of Sri Guru, of the learned person, one who knows, someone who can guide us. So, what we will do in this remaining time that we have is, what is it that a sadhaka, a practitioner, someone who has a serious interest, not casual interest may be there initially, but someone who wants to really deepen this and dive deep into this subject matter and experience it, not intellectually, but actually experience it, realize it. So, what would it mean for such a sadhaka? What can he or she adopt in his daily sadhana, which will help him bring closer and closer to understanding these topics? Hare Krishna. Okay, so the first one is uh, Krishna, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he invented the external reason is to give the holy name, correct? To spread the Sankirtana, to spread that, the movement. So, what can a sadhaka do? One is you can chant yourself in japa. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Easier said than done. I mean, chanting these 16 words is not really very difficult. Anyone can chant it. But where the challenge lies is actually chanting with feelings. Chanting with feelings means total absorption, listening to that sound vibration, because our mind is so active, is so chanchal, is so turbulent that all thoughts keep coming in. So, whilst we are chanting, the noise is coming out. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Right? So it is going through the auditory signal is coming in through the ears. The tongue is vibrating the sound. It is coming in through the ears. It is going up here in the mind, correct? But it is not getting into the heart. It will reach directly into the heart when there is actual absorption in a meditative state where everything else is shut off and just listening to that sound. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. When we are doing in such a state, that is when the purificatory process happens. Of course, even when it is being just chanted, there is some level of effect happening, but it isn't very deep. It is just surface level, and it will take time and time. It will go on and on and on and on, because there are more and more anarthas which are filling in. Every moment, there are these desires which are coming in for sense gratification. So that is piling up like a mountain. And here we are just trying to remove little, 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 little. It's trying to come out with this inattentive chanting. However, when the chanting is very, very attentive, then it is just like a thunderbolt has struck that mountain and it is just vanquished over there. That's the power of the Romapad Maharaj in one of his Bhakti Vriksh he had mentioned that every day we are chanting the Maha Mantra. Those who have taken vows chant a minimum of 16 rounds. So 16 times 108 times 16. So whatever that math is, 27, whatever, some tens of thousands of times we're chanting the name. Just one name, just one name chanted sincerely is enough. The entire mountain of lifetimes of anarthas that have been accumulated can be vanquished. So this is what we should be reflecting on when we are chanting the holy name. Mahaprabhu has come here to give this to us personally. This is Mahaprabhu's gift to you and me. So when we chant, that's what we should be reflective about. It will become more meaningful. And again, Romapad Maharaj in his Japa retreat has said, let's not sit down to do it mechanically. We do it mechanically. I do it mechanically. Oh, I've taken a vow, I have to finish my 16 rounds. It becomes like, take a moment before chanting. And why am I chanting? And when we think of this, Mahaprabhu's has given this to us, I'm carrying Mahaprabhu's legacy, then it becomes meaningful. Then it becomes meaningful. Hare Krishna. So that is one personally that we can do. Second is we can do it in a group, what is called Sankirtana. It can be done in a group with musical instruments, your kartal, mridang, harmonium, whatever you have. You can go Nagar Kirtan, we can go out in the public and be chanting the Mahamantra. It will fall in the ears of people, and that begins their journey back home. That begins their journey of elevating that consciousness, the purificatory process. So that Yuga Dharma that Mahaprabhu came to establish, we can participate in it two ways. One is at a personal level, and the other is at a congregational level. Hare Krishna. So the uh, the other lesson that we can get is when Mahaprabhu comes, the enjoyment of loving exchanges of Radharani, what he has. So Krishna values Krishna. See, Krishna is the supreme proprietor. He has everything, correct? What is it that you can give him? What can you give him? He has everything. There's literally nothing that belongs to us. Nothing. Everything is Krishna's. Everything. There's nothing which is our own. This body is not our own. This identity which we have, even the spirit soul is not ours. It is Krishna's. He has given us free will. That is also his. He has given us free will. So what is it that you can give Krishna? Nothing. There's nothing that we can give Krishna. The only thing is making good use of this free will, the choice which he has given us, the choice of this free will where we can engage in a relationship of love with him. That's the free will. It's the free will which he has given us. We have misused it and misusing it for our own sense gratification. Now we have this choice that we can use whatever it is, our free will, our capacities, our capabilities in serving him. That is what we can bring to Krishna. And Krishna values that. Krishna is not looking for chappan bhog. Krishna is not looking for a silver plate and the best of the dishes that one can prepare for him. What can one prepare for him? Radharani cooks for him. We cannot even begin to understand the uh, the bhoga that Radharani makes for Krishna. We can read about it in the Shastras, we can listen to it, but we really cannot even begin to understand it. So, in this situation, what is it that we can do? What is it we can do? What does he say? Patram pushpam phalam toyam yo me bhaktya prayachati. Yo me bhaktya prayachati. Tad aham bhakti upahritam. Asnami parata. Asnami prayatatmanaha. Give me just one small leaf. One leaf. Forget chappan bhog. One small leaf, all with love and devotion. Just offer that to me with love and devotion. I shall accept. So Krishna values exchanges. Now, of course, we can have an exchange with Krishna in an inimical way, like how Kamsa had. Kamsa was totally absorbed because Kamsa was fully Krishna conscious. There was no other thought in Kamsa's mind but Krishna. But Krishna as death personified, not love, fear, hatred, fully absorbed in Krishna consciousness. No, what Krishna wants is someone with love, loving relation, love. That's what he values a lot. So much so he values about this loving exchange that he wants to understand Radharani, that exchange that Radharani has with him. He wants to experience that. So just think about it. Through the mercy of Mahaprabhu, we have that opportunity to exchange with Krishna this love. So bhakti, when we talk about this, is not just rituals. It's not just about rules and regulations alone. It is developing a mood of loving service. Why deity worship? Deity worship is so that it becomes personal. Krishna is a person. He is a person. Like persons, he has emotions. Krishna has feelings, just like you and I have. We are part and parcel of Krishna. He's the Supreme Father. So he has his love for us. There's nothing that we can do. Nandulal Prabhu used to tell, there is no sin you can commit that Krishna cannot forgive. There's no sin that you can commit. So, yes, we have drifted away from Krishna. However, he's waiting for us. And at all it requires is this free will, how to make use of this free will and engage. Initially, it will be a little difficult because we are conditioned, we are used to doing something else. Now it's something all of us, it's something new that, oh, I'm not doing it for I, me, myself, man, I'm doing it for somebody else, I'm doing it for Krishna. It may be a little difficult, but through practice, and that's why the rules and regulations are there. Through practice, then initially it is as discipline. After a while, instead of having to do it, I have to chant. It becomes I want to chant. Instead of I have to do DT service, it'll become I want to do DT service. And that's a litmus test of our bhakti and where we are progressing. When the opportunity comes to serve, whatever be that opportunity, am I looking at my convenience? Am I looking at doable if able? If there's an opportunity to go and cook bhoga for Krishna in the temple, for the deities in the temple, am I looking at, oh, I have this to do. I have to do my groceries. I have to do my laundries. I have to pick my kid from school. Oh, I have to attend such and such thing. Oh, this, that, whatever. 101 things will be there. Or am I running towards that? Oh, I got this service. I'll go running to it. Or if there is a service, am I always jumping for service that I like to do? If I like to do kirtan, Devkinandan Prabhu made a comment in one of these meetings. He was mentioning when it is time to give lecture, or if there is someone has the turn or the seva to do kirtan, everyone comes on time when they assign the service. But if it is not, people stroll in for the Gaura Arti or whatever it is. Okay, fine. We are all in a conditioned state. But that should be so we can understand where we are in our practice. It's not a function of time. We could have been doing it for 1 year, 10 years, 20 years, 50 years. Then again, if we have these emotions should not be frivolous. The emotion is deep down and it is sustained. And that is what Mahaprabhu has given us through the Goswamis, through the Guru Parampara, through Prabhupada, through the Guru Varga. That is what we have. Hare Krishna. So bhakti is not just rules, regulations. It is not just waving the agarbatti or the diya, 4 times on the feet and 2 times on the navel and 3 times. There are all these prescribed ways of how something has to be done. Yes, there is a significance. There is a deep understanding. There's a science behind it. We need to do that. But the ultimate goal is to develop feelings, to develop love of Krishna. Hare Krishna. Now, the other one, of course, we spoke is that Swarup Damodar Prabhu. He's the one who revealed Mahaprabhu's heart. Mahaprabhu's heart is nothing but a reflection of Radharani. Yesterday was Radharani's appearance day, and that's what was celebrated all over. Yeah, Radharani's appearance day. Who is Radharani? The emotions that she feels is what Mahaprabhu is all about. And Swarup Damodar Goswami, he is the one who revealed this. So it's only a person who's intimate associate of Krishna. He is the person who would be able to reveal it. Everyone else, it could become just Sahajya or it could be misunderstood. So it is very, very important to whatever that we hear, whatever we are trying to understand, has to be from a bona fide source. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Yeah, Mata.
Yeah, you gave us a nice tip.
Oh, I thought you had a question or a comment. Okay, so what we can do is to understand Radharani's emotions. Because Mahaprabhu is nothing but Radharani's emotions personified. And then there is this emotion, what is explained by the Acharyas, is Radharani has the ecstasy when she is in Krishna's company. In Krishna's company, there is that ecstasy. And when Krishna is not there, that feeling for Krishna is intensified even more. Vipralamba bhav. So when we have an attachment for somebody, that attachment intensifies in absence of that person. In absence of that person. So when Radharani would meet Krishna, she was thinking of the time, oh, now Krishna is going to go away soon. That's what she would have a feeling, Radharani, right? So that is called Vipralambha bhav. So there is union when there is in person, and then there is separation when not there. Actually, somebody who loves, if you truly love, you are never away because that person, your thoughts are all the time absorbed in that person. And you'll see anything and everything connected to that person. It will remind you of that person. Radharani used to see the Tamala tree. It's a black tree. And that's what she used to say, oh, Krishna. It would remind her of Krishna. Tamala tree. And actually, if you look at it, of course, Radharani, my God, uh, uh, we cannot even think of what Radharani is. But even in our day-to-day life, even ordinary objects, even ordinary acts that we do can remind us of Krishna. Ordinary things can remind us. There are so many things. All it requires us is to be aware. We just go through the motions of living. There's a very nice saying. I forget that he was a warrior from Scotland. There was a famous movie made on him, Braveheart. William Wallace. William Wallace. He had a very famous saying and very, very profound. Everybody dies. Everybody dies, but not everybody lives. Everybody dies, but not everyone lives. He made a very profound. What does it mean to live? Living is not just breathing, eating, sleeping, mating, and defending. That is papa bhava ma. That's it. That is not living. That is not life. There's something more to it. To be alive. What does it mean to be alive? And the way one can be alive is when you are in your original position, not a pretend. All of us are in a pretend role. We think we are this, we think we are that, but we are not, dear devotees. We are not even this body. We are not Indian, we are not American, we are not rich, poor, illiterate, black, white. No, we are not. We are above that. So when we understand who we are, we know what our real position is, we know what our purpose is, that's when you're really alive. Otherwise, you're just an organism. You're no different than a bacteria. I'm sorry, I don't mean to be insulting. You means me and everyone else. So you have this gift in the human form, being rational. We can think outside ourselves. Why is it like this? Why is it like that? There's no religion. There's no dharma for animals. There's no karma for animals. They live on their instinct. Karma is because we have a choice. We have a higher rational power. We can think. We are responsible for our actions. So, this thinking power that we have, this power to rationalize, if we understand who am I, then self realization will bring about God realization. I'm part and parcel of Krishna. And then when I start these practices of sadhana, I'm getting to the path of being alive, what it really means to live. That is life. Hare Krishna. So, dear devotees, these are just a few points that I have touched upon. Um, and the beauty is, it doesn't matter. Krishna is waiting. Even if it is being done improperly, just have a little intent, just a small little intent that Krishna, I can't help myself. I can't chant properly. Help me. Please help me. Radharani. Radharani is so compassionate. There is the story in the evening, actually, for the long weekend, we went to meet my daughter. She lives in Baltimore. So Sachi Rani and I, we had gone there on Saturday. And on Radhashtami, we went to the temple in Baltimore. I mean, Radharani, when we look at the deities, we get such a joy when you see them. Uh, and oh, so beautiful, oh, so gorgeous, so exquisite. It really moves the heart. It really moves the heart, which is nice. Which is nice. You see the DT and it uh, gives you joy. However, however, my Guru Maharaj says the way you greet a DT, the way you take darshan of a DT, stand before them. Okay, fine. We are seeing that. How can I serve when we are in front of the DT? How can I serve you? How can I serve the servant of the servant of the servants of those who are serving you? In that mood, we should be taking darshan of the deities. Otherwise, in one sense, if you look at it, it can become sense gratification. Of course, at a higher level, not at a gross level, there are different types of sense gratification. I remember several years ago, for me, different people have different things in bhakti. You ask somebody, you say, oh, I love cooking. Oh, I love to do this. I love to do that. I love prasadam, whatever be the case. Each one of us is a unique individual, and each one of us has a certain attraction to something. For me, it is kirtan. For me. So, but I used to feel guilty because there is the understanding that it is for Krishna's service. And here, for Krishna's pleasure, here it is giving me pleasure. So, kirtan is just a tool for my sense gratification. Yes, it is the holy name we are chanting, etc., etc., but it is for my gratification. And I asked Guru Maharaj what to do. Should I stop because it doesn't feel right? And he said, yes, initially it is that it is okay, you're getting this. But because it is a devotional service, it will purify to a state when you finally come that it is for Krishna's pleasure. And when it is for Krishna's pleasure, one litmus test and a benchmark is I don't get attached to that service. If I get the chance to do kirtan, well and good. But I will be wanting to hear kirtan, whoever is doing the kirtan. I don't have to hold the mic. So, similarly, when our desire to listen increases, when our desire to listen increases, if I get to speak, if I get to share, yes, I will do it, but I'm not attached to that. So I'm not attached to a type of a service. I'm attached to serving, whatever be the case. That is where we can understand that the purificatory process is happening. Hare Krishna. So, dear devotees, some practical takeaways from this 4 5 text. One is chant and spread the holy name, chant ourselves in a proper mood, and spread kirtana, sankirtana, build relationship with Krishna. And one very easy, this is what they say, what they have, life hack, is build relationship with Krishnas. That makes him more happy. Those who are serving Krishna, and here the congregation that we have, build friendly relationships. Let not misunderstandings, personal slights, egos, this, that, whatever come in the way. Why? Why let it be? He is also Krishna. If you hate somebody, there is something about Krishna you hate because that person is part and parcel of Krishna. So build loving relationship. To build loving relationship with Krishna, have a loving relationship with Krishnas. Learn through devotees, not speculation. Those who are in the bona fide, learn through them. Okay? Hare Krishna. So we have a little, oh, it's already 8 o'clock. I wanted to do one bhajan about Radharani, but we have gone 2 minutes over time. Simeshwar Prabhu, is it okay if we do a small bhajan? Prabhu, I know gets busy with DTs.
Yes, Prabhuji, we will love to have it.
Okay. Before we go there, if anyone has a realization or a comment, we can do 1 or 2 questions, or if you want to share something.
Prabhuji, you explained pa, pa, ba, ba, ma, but upvarga stands from pa, somebody, something.
Means
We
not.
didn't talk about. Huh?
Means not.
Okay.
Vidya is knowledge. Avidya is not knowledge, ignorance. So when that comes as a prefix, That means it's not Perfa Bhabhama. It is above that.
Okay.
So is that what your question is, Aparga?
Yeah. Mm.
So it is not Perfa Bhabhama. Aparvarga. Apavarga.
Okay, got it.
Which is Krishna consciousness.
Mhm.
So yes, a person is working. People work really hard for Krishna. But that is not animal-like work.
Mhm.
There is no bhaya. I mean, do devotees not leave their body? Yes, of course, everyone leaves their body. This is matter. But what matters is the destination. The Parfa Bhavama, after Mrityu, comes back again for Parfa Bhavama.
Mhm.
But a devotee, whatever work he has done, he'll either come back in a better state or goes back to Godhead. It's all in our hand. Dhanurudhar Maharaj said, karma is what happens. Destiny is what you make of it. So Krishna consciousness is the opportunity. It has given destiny in our hand. We can shape our own destiny of how we react, what opportunity we make best use of. Hare Krishna. So I will share this bhajan. This we learned from Dhanurdhar Swami Maharaj. And bear with me. I don't know if you are familiar with this. Can you see the screen?
Yes, Prabhuji.
It's a very sweet bhajan. Where is it? Yeah, yeah. It's Jai Radhe, Jai Radhe, Radhe. Jai Radhe, Jai Radhe, Radhe. Jai Radhe, Jai Shri Radhe. Nava Nava Rangi Tribangi Jai. Nava
Jaya
Nava
Krishna.
Nava.
Prabhuji said Jaya Krishna, Jaya Krishna, Krishna Jaya,
Jai
Jaya Sri Krishna.
Radhe, Jai Radhe, Radhe. Jai Radhe, Jai Shri Radhe. Jai Krishna, Jai Krishna Krishna. Jai Krishna, Jai Shri Krishna. Shyam Gauri Nitya Kishori. Pritam Jori Shri Radhe. Rasika Rasilo Chaila Chabilo Gunagar Bilo Shri Krishna. Jai Radhe Jai Radhe Radhe. Jai Krishna Jai Radhe Radhe. Jai Krishna Jai Krishna Krishna. Jai Krishna Jai Shri Krishna. Rasa Viharini Rasa Vistarini Piya Uradharini Shri Radhe. Nava Navarangi Navala Tribangi Shama Suvangi Shri Krishna. Jai Radhe Jai Radhe Radhe. Jai Radhe Jai Shri Radhe. Jai Krishna Jai Krishna Krishna. Jai Krishna, Jai Shri Krishna. Prana Piyari Rupa Ujari Ati Sukunvari Shri Radhe. Maina Manohara Mahamudkara Sundara Bharatara Shri Krishna. Jai Radhe Jai Radhe Radhe. Jai Radhe Jai Shri Radhe. Jai Krishna Jai Krishna Krishna. Jai Krishna Jai Shri Krishna. So we've done about 4 verses. There are about 11 or 12 of these. So what we'll do is we will read through the translation. If devotees, you could please one by one read the translation. If someone could go read the first one, please. Then we'll go to the second.
I can go, Prabhuji. Jaya Rad, introductory verse. All glories to the person who stands in a beautiful threefold stencil. He is the
Connoisseur.
concept of a newer and newer playful sports, and his body is effulgent with the nicest dark complexion. This is a Lord Shama. All glories to you. Radhe, all glories to you. Hari Priya, O Sri Radhe, you are abode to reservoir of all happiness. Now, first one, Jai Radhe, Jai Radhe, Jai Radhe, Jai Sri Radhe, Jaya Krishna, Jaya Krishna, Jaya Krishna, Jaya Sri Krishna. Now,
Thank you.
second one, somebody will.
Can somebody read, please?
I can read,
I'll
Prabhuji.
Go
Go ahead,
ahead.
Mataji.
no, Mataji, please, you go ahead.
O Shri Radhe, you are a fresh young maiden with slender waist, endowed with the luster of new adolescence, the fairest golden complexion, eternally situated in the sweet blossoming of divine youth. You are the only perfect match for your most beloved. O Shri Krishna, you are the true relisher of transcendental mellows, sweet and relishable in every aspect, effulgent that you represent the topmost super excellence of pure enchantment, and in great pride due to your awareness of your own transcendental qualities. Hari Bol.
3.
Hare Krishna. O Shri Radhe, you are the sportive princess of the ecstatic Rasa dance festival, which you organize every night, the distributor of pure ecstatic rasamello to all other living entities, and you love to embrace the chest of your lover. O Shri Krishna, you are the connoisseur of new and newer playful sports. You like to stand in a threefold bending posture that always appears ever fresh, and your body is perfectly exquisite in both proportion and deep dark complexion.
4.
O Sri Radhe, you are the most dear loving friend of everyone's life. You manifest a brilliant splendor of sheer beauty. You are extremely soft and delicate due to your fresh youth. So, O Shri Krishna, O Shri Krishna, you are the what is the what
Enchant.
enchanter of the mind of Cupid. Cupid, you are the giver of great transcendental bliss to all living entities, and your beauty surpasses the best by far.
Over here, it says, you are the most dear, loving friend of everyone's life. There's a very sweet pastime of Radharani. So she has her lake called the Radha Kund. And Radharani was with the Sakis at that lake. And the children from the local village, they started chasing a jackal who was drinking water from that lake. And jackal is a not a very clean animal, and people really um, throw stones and all, and shoo like discard means it's not like how people have pets over here and they love it with all their heart. And so for the jackal, and these children were throwing stones and they chased it, and that poor jackal went running and hid into a small hole. And what these kids did, they couldn't reach in over there. They built a fire. They built a fire, and for the jackal, just to torment it. And the jackal was crying very piteously, and Radharani heard it, and it hurt her heart that there is an entity which is in such a distressed state. And Radharani told her Sakis, like, we must go and uh, you know, save this jackal. So they went and put out the fire. And the jackal was so grateful that she came and she bowed at Radharani's feet, and with tears of gratitude, she did it. So This shows Radharani, even for an animal which is so lowly, she has so much compassion. And for all of us in a very distressed state, in a very conditioned state, just calling out to Radharani, she will definitely look towards us and she will help us. And what she does is she refers us, please, to Krishna. If you see, there is Hare Krishna. If you look at in the Mahamantra, how many times Hare? Hare is same as Hara, that is Radharani. And see how many times there's Krishna and even Rama. So calling out to Radharani, she definitely will attend to the plea, calling out sincerely. Hare Krishna. Someone read fifth, please. Number 5, please.
Can I read again, Prabhuji?
Yeah, please go ahead. If no one is reading, you can read it, please.
O Shri Radhe, you are the manifester of wonderful beauty while you are gracefully reclining on a flower bed. You radiate the luster of the transcendental Cupid. Lord Kamadeva, your speech sounds just like the soft, gentle cooing of a cuckoo bird. O Shri Krishna, you are honored by your own glorious fame. You are the lover of lusty young gopis. Your position is the highest amongst all the different forms of Godhead. Haribo.
Here we go. Number 6. Anyone can read. If you've read, you can read again, please.
I'll go. Oh, Sri Radhe, you are the possessor of a spotless moon face. Your teeth look just like small round jasmine flowers. You are the very abode of majestic beauty and splendor. O Sri Krishna, you are the most supremely magnanimous personality. Your body aura radiates out into unlimited eternity. Eternity. You are naturally endowed with the softness of extremely youthful charms.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. O Sri Radhe, you are fond of walking like a majestic swan. You are the most radiant lover and the instigator of many fun sports and contests. O Sri Krishna, you are the uh, what is
Embodiment.
so I actually that screen is already gone. You are the embodiment and realizable type of beauty and topmost merciful personality.
Very good. 8.
O Sri Radhe, you are just like the golden creeper wound around the Shyamatamal tree and are completely full to the brim with ecstatic mellows of purely divine love. Your unique activities are conducted in complete privacy. O Sri Krishna, you are the ocean of all types of happiness. You are the mine of all qualities, and you radiate a famous aura of glorious beauty. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. 9.
O
Hare
Sri
Krishna
Radha, you
Prabhuji.
are the most. Go ahead, Mataji.
Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna. O Sri Radhe, you are the most charming mistress of your beloved. You are naturally situated at the topmost level of successive greatness, and your divine qualities are imperceptible to ordinary senses or minds. O Sri Krishna, you are permanent resident of the holy abode of Sri Vraja. You radiate a most influential aura. You are naturally wear a pleasant smile. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. 10.
O Sri Radhe, you are the very potency of divine pleasure. Your speech is such that whoever hears it becomes lovingly attached to it. Your breasts are crazed with the wildest desire to be satisfied by your beloved. O Sri Krishna, you are endowed with such bodily limbs that each and every aspect of them is very captivating. Your beauty is indeed saturated with an all pervading, overflowing rasa current. Your chest is beautifully endowed with majestic divine opulences. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. I'll read the 11th. O Shri Radhe, you are celebrated with the most blessed name of Radha. You please everyone with your good qualities. You are the only worshipable queen for Hari Priya. The author, Hari Vyasadeva. Hare Hare Hari, Hare Hare Hari, Hare Hare Hari, Shri Krishna. Hare Krishna. So, dear devotees, we'll bring this to a close. Sorry, went a few minutes over time. Shimeshwar Prabhu, over to you.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Wonderful class. Thank you.
Jai Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna.
Very honored, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much for a wonderful class, Murdanda Prabhu.
Thank you, Prabhu.
To describe, beautiful to meditate, beautiful to discuss about Srimati Radharani. We are not qualified at all. When we sometimes we compare with this anything about Srimati Radharani, even describing the beauty of Srimati Radharani, is comparing with the material realm, material world. We are not there at to see that how spiritually completely content Srimati Radharani. So it's our great fortune that some way or other at Radhashtami, we had a beautiful Radhashtami, some way or other that we relish, meditate and observe the service which Srimati Radharani is submitting at the lotus feet of Krishna. That's the mood that we have to take. It's beautiful to hear the pastimes, the stories and everything. So nice. But what are we going to do with it? Of course, that divine appearance and the activities of the Lord is very purifying. One who knows is, of course, is reaches to the abode of the Supreme. But ultimately, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu reveals that Yerol Dasa Dasa Anudasa Gobi Patra Padagamalayur Dasa Dasa. And we are eternally the servants of the devotees of the Lord. So all this we are learning, we are hearing, we are describing, narrating, all to purify ourselves, taking those wonderful qualities and follow the footsteps and serve the devotees and the Vaishnavas. Don't think that, okay, today I heard, okay, let me go and do something. We have to follow the acharyas, the devotees, the Vaishnavas, and be a servant, be a devotee of those devotees. Gradually, then we can come to that realization that all this we are speaking is making absolute, complete sense, understanding, realizations. So thank you all, dear devotees, for joining. Continue to join. This is our great fortune. There's no words to express that. This is our great, great, great fortune that somehow or other we are connecting ourselves to this wonderful pastimes of the Supreme Lord. So the Spirit purifier. Thank you again. Wednesday is Ekadashi. It's called Pascha Ekadashi. You know that we are going through the Chaturmasa. So this third month begins. The third month is begin with no milk, right? So no milk, initially the leafy vegetables, then the yogurt, then milk, then urdu dal, right? On the fourth month of Kartik. No urdu dal. At least we can do that on this month of, this Chaturmasa. So third month begins on this Pascha Ekadashi. Pascha Ekadashi means Lord just turned from the left side to right side. Lord is in the Yoga Nidra, yoga, in the sleeping mode of what Lord is doing, meditating upon the Supreme, meditating upon the devotees of the Lord. That's what his Lord is. In the Yoga Nidra means meditating on the devotees. So thanks again. And also September 5th is the Bhaktivinoda Thakur's appearance day, Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur's. And 7th is the appearance of Srimad Bhagavatam, Bhadra Purnima, September 7th. So this Bhadra Mas, Bhadra Purnima, and this is also in the month Lord Ganesha compiled the Mahabharat this month on the Bhadrapas. It's also the appearance of Lord Ganesha. So many people are celebrating as well that for 10 days of worship. So thanks again, dear devotees. Let's bring to a close. Let's chant together. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Hare,
Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. So, Vancha Kalpatarupa, Shikapa Sindhu, Bheva Pavanebhyo, Vaishnava Vaishnav Vrinda ki Jai, ki Jai Dhanyatirthamrita ki Jai, Srila Prabhupada ki Jai,
Jai.
Gaura Premanande, Hari Hari Bol. Thank you all. Thank you. Hare Krishna.